going on, guys and girls? Thank you very much for tuning in today. For those of you that are coming back from a previous video, thank you for joining again. For those who are new, we actually have a 2015 Duramax build we've been working on. It's going to be pretty much all out, basically Kelderman airlift in the rear, train horns in the rear as well. Now before we get into that truck over here, I want to show you this small little build we did this morning. Basically just a slight little leveling kit. As in that, I'd just been cranking the torsion keys up front, which gave us about 1.5 inches of lift. Then we went from a 245 tire to a 265 tire. And we chose a Mickey Thompson ATZ, which is a perfect middle of the road between a full-on mud terrain and just your everyday street tire. Here is the truck as it sits right now. Honestly, I have not even touched it in probably 2 or 3 weeks. As you can see, it is highly neglected. All through my phone is going to be connected through Bluetooth through a system called EasyLink. Here's pretty much the kit. When you get it, you got the box. This is the actual agent that connects to your phone. And then beneath that is all the hardware. That'll plug into your OBD2 port, and that's just the wiring to connect it to the agent. This is going to be your switch right here. We're going to run 2 wires to the ECM. The ECM is basically the computer of the truck, and it's the brain of the whole thing. So that's our switch right here, and the wires we're going to run for that. As you can see, those are going to go into the ECM. Right here is the knob for that and your power levels. Instructions right here, as well as some tubing. Alright, so now that we see everything that's going to be in the kit, let's go ahead and start putting it on the truck itself right now. So we have the hood up ready to go. We're going to find the ECM, which is right here. I kind of loosened this cover already to get it off. So down here at your ECM, you're going to have 3 main harnesses that connect to it. The one you want to take off is on the far end right here. Basically, these clamps, they start at the bottom, and this little piece right here, you just flip it up. It's right here, and then pull it straight off. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, this is very painful because you have this spike here, this here, and this corner here, and you're leaning in. It's not the most comfortable position. Here again is a switch. These are the 2 little wires we're going to be end up putting into. As you can see down here, all these wires are in here. Obviously, it's wrapped up, but they all lead into the back of this. You can see some of the wires there. We're basically going to add to these, pushing a pin through here so that when the pin goes through the other side, it's going to be in one of these slots, and that in return will connect to there. Now the only thing I need to figure out is where exactly I'm going to mount this switch, because GM was not really thinking of me when they put this in. So I got to find a place for this right here. I wish ideally I could have it over here. Probably going to end up right around here. Here's the sticker that goes behind it to show you the numbers, level 1 through 5. Like I was saying, you'll never see it behind there, so I think possibly right there is going to be the best option, or up here. Honestly, I'm not sure. I literally think this whole truck is held on by torque screws, because there's one here, there's another one here, there's like, they're all through the fender well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like 20,000 torques. I don't know what they were thinking when they made these things. It must have ran out of bolts or something. Alright, I apologize for the very messy garage. I'm in the middle, kind of like redoing it, all kinds of new tools and stuff like that. So there's just crap everywhere. But anyways, here's the piece. We're going to put the hole in there for this switch. But first we need to figure out what size this is. So we're going to grab a sheet real quick to find out what hole size that is. Alright, so we have the sheet here. We just need to find a size that is going to fit well and snug to find out what drill bit. Looks like it's going to be 25/64 right there. Now what I did already is I ran that smaller 1/4 inch drill bit there. Here's the one we're going to use right in here. Get my hole started. So the switch is all mounted up to that panel. The little number pads on there, I'm going to have to find something that'll hold this on here. The adhesive isn't really that strong. All I got to do next is put the little knob on there. Wires hanging off that we're going to take to that wiring harness by the ECM I showed you guys. Here's the actual EasyLink itself. We're going to zip tie this like up underneath the steering wheel. These are 2 zip ties they give you. I know how that always ends, so I'm just going to bring the whole dang bag with me. So the switch is in place now. The wires are run down there, down through here and back up. through the firewall. Here's part of it. I didn't hang it up yet, but honestly, I couldn't even find a grommet to get through. I even took all this out here, took all the trim out, and started pulling up the carpet because I know there's one underneath here that I use for the steps, power deploy steps. But anyways, I did find one the whole way through there. It came up and out, and here they are right now. We're gonna take the back off of this harness, and then we're gonna put these 2 pins right where they belong. Pins are in here. The black one, as you can see, is down in its hole, and the yellow one right here is down in its hole. So we're in the truck now, and we're just kind of going through the configuration of the EasyLink setup. Tire size, OEM, for right now anyways. Speed limiter, I might have removed that by accident. Gear ratio, stock. Obviously, I mean, as you build your truck, you're going to be able to modify those things and customize it to your personal vehicle. So after the setup, here is all your tile gauges. Anything you can kind of you can customize these to whatever you want them to be. And then you have gauges. You can kind of see it of a different format, and then you can go to graphs. The truck's not running, so it's just going to stay stationary. This is good for like diagnosing problems. If you have like a check engine light or something, you can go in the diagnostics. It'll read your codes. I actually have one right now because, believe it or not, because I don't have mirrors. Go figure, in a 2015 vehicle you're going to throw a check engine light because of a mirror. I never thought I'd see that, but as you can see, light's right there. So you can go ahead and clear that. I know mine's going to reappear because I don't have mirrors. I didn't just magically put them on. To get your tunes, you go to Vehicle, ECU Profiles, and these are all different tunes. I'm not sure if you guys can read that for vehicles. Like here's 15 to 16 LML with emissions, 50 horsepower tune. All the way down, keep scrolling, say GM 15 to 16 LML CP3 conversion, 10 millimeter CP3, switch on the fly tuning, and all kinds of different stuff depending on what you're looking for. As you can see, that pretty much took all night to do because it's pretty much dark out right now. At least you can see the steps though. I got the first time seeing them with the lights on anyways. Yeah, so honestly, it's really easy work, but it's just tedious because you have a lot of small things like feeding the wires, finding how you're going to route them through, mounting the switch on to the interior somewhere, just small things like that. That are actually simple things, are just real tedious. Here's a truck right now running. Alright, so you can see down here the gauges. Follow with it there. Overall, I really like the system. I'm very impressed by it. It's honestly a lot more convenient than I thought it was going to be, so definitely happy with that aspect. Guys, I really appreciate you watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helped me out a lot, as well as a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, of course, only that way. So guys, thanks again. We'll catch you on the next video.